Hey everyone, welcome to the Fitness Competitors Guide. Now the now that the Arnold Sports Festival is over, I thought it'd be fun to do kind of like a recap of at least my favorite strength moves that each competitor did. As a reminder, fitness routines are judged in part on the competitor's ability to show off her strength. And that also includes incorporating a couple mandatory moves, including the push up and the straddle hold. So, um, ways that a competitor might show off their strength, in addition to doing some variation of those two mandatory moves, would be other types of holds and transitions from one hold to another. And I thought there are just so many great examples of really high level strength moves and whatnot in this year's Arnold. So, uh, let's go over some of them. Okay, so first up was Kristen. I liked her entrance or like her start. That's a very unique position. Not a lot of people start in like this very backbendy position. Um, Overall, I thought she had a really good routine, especially considering that this is only her second pro show to do and her second routine ever. I actually had the chance to compete against her when she was an amateur, and she totally wrecked me. um, and it's so cool to see just how much more she's already improved in just a year. Really strong, very clean. I loved her stage presence and everything. She had this really, really cool straddle hold entrance right here that I'm going to show you. Starts off as just this like really nice performance kind of thing. Puts her legs up and then she just presses into a straddle hold. Very unique. I don't see that very much. That was super cool. Yeah, so great job, Kristen. Next up was Michelle. I'm having trouble picking a lot of like favorite spots. Just I loved her routine overall. It was so much energy, so much great facial expression. Just you could feel the power just watching her. Um, I really loved this one push up she does, which I'll go back to. She is on her knees and then she rolls onto her chest and presses up. That is such a hard skill to do. I really love that. Probably my favorite. Next up is Jacqueline. Of course, she had an excellent routine. It was so clean. I think right here is probably one of my favorite moves that she did right at the get go. Is this like head stall? So pretty. It's gotta look awesome in pictures. And then of course her movement is just so precise and so crisp. What an excellent press she does. Very clean pirouette. And then she goes back down into this nice split. Very nice. Just love her routine and I just love all of her routines. She is such a good dancer, such a good fitness competitor. I really love how she incorporates dance with athleticism, or essentially. Um, Great job, Jacqueline. And after Jacqueline was Tiffany. I'm so glad that Tiffany is back. She was on a little break after she had her second child. She just always brings such good energy. She has such great air in her jumps. It's like she's flying, like really. It's awesome. She's also a very, very strong competitor. I think she's about to go into her press right here, or so it goes to a nice handstand, and then she comes down into a straddle hold. Very good, very smooth. Made that look so easy. Loved it. So glad to see you're back. Following Tiffany was Allison. She overall just had a great clean routine. Look at those flying push-ups. So powerful, so much height. Really nice. She does this really cool like flexibility slash strength move that I'm going to skip over to. Um, I just think it's so unique. She goes into this like side hold and then is able to pull her legs straight, and you can see that it is quite difficult like to be able to balance and hold yourself up in that position. So very nice. And next we've got Tamara. I really love a lot of Tamara's strength combos and of course her like dancing because she's got great dance moves. Um, But right here is where she goes into her strength combos, goes into like a Nike, does some beautiful pike push up, and then she goes into a one arm, one leg. Hello. Very smooth. She made that look so easy. And then she does another strength pass. She starts off in this sort of like, I'm not sure what that hold is called. Is it like a tiger hold or something? Goes into a headstand and then does a strict press from there. Very nice. So strong. I loved it. And next we've got Minna, and I have to say I really enjoy all of Minna's routine. She always has like such cool and fun characters that she's playing. Always brings in really interesting props and makes it really fun looking. This theme was just very entertaining, if you ask me. And you know, I think she was a woman body in women's bodybuilding or initially and then switched over to fitness back in around like 2019. And for being one of the much more muscled women, she moves like she's only like, I don't know, 100 pounds. She gets such good height. She's so flexible, moves very well. It's so impressive. I really enjoy watching her routines. And she also incorporates her props very well. Like earlier, she had done that like sort of straddle jump at the very beginning, and now she does her croc hold on her like motorcycle kind of thing. I love it. Very cool. Next was our reigning champ, Ariel. She had two. Well, okay, first of all, I want to say um, she busted out a brand new routine in just a few weeks, 8 weeks, I think. Very impressive that she can do that. She had two notable strength passes to me. First was this one that we're about to see, where she goes down into this like side hold, and if you look carefully, you can see her head doesn't even touch the floor to do this. That is so impressive. And then she lifts that arm up. Like that's very hard to do. I've been trying to work on that move, and it's pretty painful to practice. So very awesome that she can do that. And the other notable strength pass she has is right here where she gets into her handstand and then she lowers down into her croc, goes into the one arm croc, and then goes into the side hold again and transitions out. I thought that was very fluid and really nice. I noticed in Ariel's competition day part two video, where she was doing her stage warm up, she actually did that part of the routine, I think, a little differently. She was doing her, like, what I would consider her signature move, where she starts in the handstand, moves down into the croc, presses back up into her handstand, and then goes back into the croc. A very difficult combination that takes a lot of strength and a lot of balance. Um, so what I think happened was probably she wasn't feeling secure and didn't want to show any flaws in her routine, so she improvised and at the last minute decided to do something very different. And I think she did it so well. This isn't meant to call her out. This is actually to give her extra praise for being able to change her routine on the spot like that. It's so critical as fitness competitors to be able to um, change our routines up if something goes wrong, if something doesn't feel right, so that we can not make a mistake essentially. No one knows what routine is supposed to look like other than maybe your friends who have or family or whoever we've shown it to. And so no one's going to care if you did it the way you're supposed to or intended to initially. All you have to do is keep it clean and move on from any mistakes or even be able to prevent mistakes from happening in the same way that Ariel did. So, mad props to Ariel for being able to do that and like congratulations for her win. That was great. And last but certainly not least was Tara. I really like this handstand, like side walking that she does. She takes that and then she goes into like this freeze and then transitions that into like that tiger push up, which I think is very cool. What I really am impressed about Tara in general is that I don't think strength moves were her um, strong point initially. She was, I think, more like into flexibility, had high energy and good jumps and stuff. But she's really been working on it, and you can see it in this routine how much she's improved in her strength moves. So, great job, Tara. Is very good routine. All right, so those are all my favorite strength moves of each person's routines. Um, Let me know what you think. I'm really curious. Um, and thank you all for watching this video. Please like, subscribe, hit that bell button. Your participation really helps boost this channel and get the word out for about fitness. So, thanks again. Bye.